Good morning, good morning. Today I wanted to share some thoughts with you around pricing and more specifically about raising your prices and having the confidence to be able to make high level offers. I'm going to try my best. I haven't been well. I didn't record a video last week because I couldn't even talk. My voice has come back barely. So let's see what happens on this video today. So if you are a female entrepreneur, business owner, creative change maker, if you are offering any kind of service or product to your clients, I'm sure that there will have been, or maybe it's coming up, a time where you're like, I want to raise my prices, I want to charge this much. Maybe you're looking externally at the industry. Maybe you're comparing yourself to other people and judging yourself for not charging the prices that they're charging, blah, 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 blah. Aren't we so good at that? If you are going through that cycle at the moment, first of all, please stop comparing yourself to other people. Pricing is a very personal thing. When people say to me, how much do I need to charge for this and that? I always coach them through it, because I can say a price, but if you're not aligned to that, it's not going to work. And this is where, very often our own confidence, our own feeling of self-worth, self-value can play a significant impact or take a significant part of that whole process of deciding if I've got an online program or I've got a product that I want to be able to offer to my clients. How do I price it? It's not everything. When people say pricing is a self-worth thing, yes, I agree to an extent. But I think there's so many other factors that are taken into consideration. I started my business 9 years ago. I offer, I wouldn't say like top, high pricing structure, but, kind of maybe a little bit higher than others. And I'm very confident now. I wasn't in the beginning. I'm very confident now at stating my prices and owning them and being very proud of my pricing structure. And also throughout my whole career as an entrepreneur, I have also played a significant part in other people's products and services, and perhaps taking a role in selling, high ticket offers for other teachers and mentors and coaches. So I would like to think that I have done a lot of work around my own relationship with money and feeling comfortable stating a price. And of course, this is a continuous journey. It's ongoing. You've heard me say this before, I'm sure, if you watched any of my other videos, like new level, new devil. Every time I raise my prices, every time I ask for that higher price, I have to do a lot of work around receiving it. And I don't think that ever stops. And I don't think it should stop, really, because money is energy, just the same as anything else. And when we can really work on receiving, then that's a really good practice. So I would say never get into that place where you feel really comfortable, because you're going to stay there. So just as the universe is expanding, so are we. Just as the universe is expanding, so is your prices. So I would say at least every year, maybe even twice a year, I would say optimum, to go and look at your pricing and feel into it. Is it still a great representation of all of your experience, your background, your wisdom, the content, the clients that you're working with, and also the clients that you want to attract in? I always say that I am reassuringly expensive. And I look at the way that I like to buy in terms of how I sell. So I look at the way that I buy is the way that So the way I like to be sold to is the way that I like to sell. And I like to invest in myself. I like to invest in myself, in my personal development. Not so much the strategy these days because, well, it depends where I am in my business, but definitely in terms of my own inner development, my own self-worth, my own self-love, self-value, confidence, all of that. I like to invest in myself. So therefore, if someone comes and works with me, then I want them to invest in me. So enough about me. But I just wanted to introduce myself if you've never heard of me before, or this is the first time that you've watched my videos. So if this is the first time that you've watched any of my videos, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to whatever platform you're watching this on. But more than likely you are watching this on YouTube. And as long as I've got a voice, I record a video every week. I am a human design business mentor. I empower women to step into and amplify their iconic impact, their iconic presence, so that they can be more visible and grow a business as a result of that. And my go-to tool within my toolbox, even though there are so many that I share with my clients, is human design. I love human design. It's a game changer. It changed my life and my business as a result of that. It's changed the lives and the businesses of many, many of my clients, and I freaking love it. So what I want to do today is just share some tools and some ways that you can maybe look into your human design and explore it a little bit if you are at that point in your business that you want to grow your business and your income as a result of raising your prices. I'm going to be taking regular sips of, well, I'd like to say it's tea. I'd like to be all smug here and go, I'm drinking like chamomile tea with lemon and honey and ginger. And I'm not. I'm drinking black coffee, but I'm drinking it in my Taurus mug. So, this will make a good shot actually for the cover. Let's see. Hang on. Here we go. Welcome to Taurus season. And as I say that, somebody's decided to bang a door downstairs and my dog is now barking. Shh, Rudy. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it does. Right, let's go into this right away. Oh my goodness, my voice is being really weird. Rudy, shh. It's not normally this chaotic, by the way. So if you are looking at raising your prices and you want to feel more confident and competent around that, and really, like I always say, when you can say what your price is and not immediately feel any shame afterwards or that you need to apologize, you are in a good space. When you can say it confidently and then not be attached to the answer at the other end. So whether it's a yes or whether it's a no or whether it's a, oh my goodness, that's quite high, not be attached to that, because this is not a personal thing. Even though it's coming from you, this is part of your business. You are a CEO. You are the founder of your business. It's for us to do the work to be able to change any kind of narrative and any kind of limiting beliefs or thoughts of, and emotions attached to money and pricing. So that's the first thing that I would say. I would also recommend, and I just did a coaching session with this actually the other day with one of my clients who's just going through this. And I also did a reel about it. Start to desensitise yourself around your pricing. One of the best ways to do that, first of all, is to say the pricing instead of my pricing. It no longer belongs to you. It is the business. It's not my business. It's the business. Okay, so if you're feeling any emotional attachment to that, and also walk around the room. So for example, if you decided to raise your prices to 15,000, 30,000, 50,000, walk around the room and state your prices and say it out loud. So say it as a mantra to yourself every single day. You know what? It's $15,000, 15,000 euros, 15,000 pounds to work with me, or it's 30,000 to work with me. It's 50,000 to work with me. And you're saying it as a mantra while you're brushing your teeth, or you're washing your face, or you're doing your laundry, or you're making your dinner. You're having a shower. Repeat it every single day. Oh, you want to work with me? Oh, it's 50,000. You're interested in coming and doing my program? Of course, not a problem. I'd love to find out a little bit more about you, but just to let you know that is $50,000, £50,000, €50,000. Okay, and you are stating it, not going, and that'll be 20,000. You are absolutely stating it. So just be mindful of any kind of emotional attachment that you might have from that. Here are some things that I just jotted down just very quickly before I came on, just to for you to be able to go and take a look at your human design. If you want to deeper dive into this, by the way, there's two ways that you can do this. First of all, you can go onto my website, abigailrebecca.com, and you can order your 40 page, actually, I lie, 40 page bespoke human design visibility guide. So this is where you order your visibility guide, you give me all your birth details, and then I will go and put together a very beautifully designed, may I say, 40 page human design visibility guide for you, and that will be sent to you within 5 days. You can do that on my website. Another way that you can dive deeper, if you want to invest a little bit more, if you want some of my personal time and make it very, very bespoke, you can also go onto my website, and where it says work with me, you can schedule yourself in to have a 2-hour human design reading with me. And when we do that, I will ask you some specific questions ahead of time so I know what to look for within your chart. Something specifically that you want to create within your business, and it might be to do with your pricing. So if you want a deeper dive, you can do that. But of course, you can go and investigate yourself as well. I always put a caveat, be very, very aware of where you get your information. Make sure that they are trusted resources. There are some amazing, amazing people out there. Many of them are my clients who are human design experts who will be able to guide you through a process. And there are also some very amazing human beings out there who might not necessarily be human design experts, but they are very good at reading auto cues and creating reels off the back of it. And they are very good marketers. So be very mindful of the two, because you want someone with that knowledge and you also want someone with experience of building business. That is the only caveat that I will put in place. But I do always say that human design is completely free of charge. You do not need to pay for it. But if you do want to invest in it, then I am one of the many resources that you can invest in to find out more about your human design. So let's look at where you can find those wealth codes within your human design. First of all, your defined and undefined centers. I would look specifically at your G center, which is about your self-love and your self-direction. That can play a significant impact in how you feel about your pricing, and also the heart center. So, I'm sure that you've read before that you have an undefined heart center that can often impact your pricing, because you are looking at your self-worth and creating a price off the back end of that. But also, in terms of your defined heart center, that often says about you that you can overcommit, like your will center is defined, which means you've got great willpower, but you can overcommit and you can push for things. And of course, that can also have a detrimental effect on your pricing. So look at your undefined, undefined, and of course open centers when you are looking at your human design, your profile. This is where we learn, this is where we relate to the world. Of course, there's going to be a huge impact there when it comes to your relationship with money and your pricing. So for example, me as a 4/6 projector in human design, I get my opportunities through other people. So I really need a supportive network, and that is really going to be able to help me honor my pricing, step into my pricing, the opportunities that I get from other people. Who are those people? Are these people that are going to be sending me my type of clients that are going to be paying my prices, or others If you have a line 3 in your human design, this is all about experimenting with money. So again, that can really impact your prices. So it might be if you've got a line 3 in your human design, you want a split test, which is not often a bad thing anyway, but even more so for a line 3. Your type and strategy. You have a strategy that you need to follow for your human design so you can step into that higher vibration, that higher frequency. For generators, manifesting generators, it's satisfaction. For manifestors, it's peace. For projectors, it is success. For reflectors, it's like wonderment, like fascination, like in awe of the world. When you are really coming from a place of your deep conditioning or maybe fear, then that is not going to serve you in terms of your pricing and your relationship with money. Your environment. I love environments. I talk about this a lot. I have a free training about environments. If you want me to send it to you, then comment below and I will send you that free training. But this is just like such a special thing and very much overlooked. And we manifest in our environments. And also you can really step into your like what's the best, I don't really like this word, but like badass energy when it comes to pricing. Like, yeah, this is the price of my course and I'm owning it. And if you want to invest in yourself by stepping into that, then this is some freaking amazing experiences that you're going to be able to get, and it's going to massively up you, right? So when you're in your environment, you can really feel that and bring that in. Just as a caveat, just before I finish, because I'm going to leave this as a short video, first of all, for your attention span, and also because my voice is starting to hurt me. As I said at the beginning of this video, it's very important for us to do this work. I believe that the world needs more wealthy, confident, self-expressed, iconic women. And the reason for that is that when money gives us choices, okay, so this is something that is so important for us all to do. Heal our relationship with money. Raise our prices if we want to. Don't raise our prices if we don't want to. Okay, but especially look at your human design types. Like I always say, projectors like me, raise your prices. Full stop, okay? Because you want to be working smarter and not harder. But really do that inner work to help you with your pricing, to help you to be able to step in and heal your relationship with money, because money gives you freedom. When you are financially free, you're not reliant on anyone else. You're not relying on your partner. You're not relying on on anyone to where you want to live, what clothes you want to wear, where you want to go, where you want to travel to, whether you turn left or right on a plane. Right? All of these things, it gives us financial freedom. So it's your responsibility as CEO, founder of your business, whatever industry that you are in, to do the work, to really make bestie friends with money, to charge the pricing that you want to charge so that you can have the freedom to create whatever you want to create. And then it doesn't matter what is going on in the world. You are self-sufficient. You are holding that space for yourself. It's very, very important for us as women. And that's why I'm very passionate about this. Okay, details below for the book, for the Human Design Visibility Guide to book a reading with me. Let me know if you want that environments training and I will send it to you. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. Mwah! Sending you lots of love. Post your comments below as always, and I will see you soon.